Hey everyone, welcome back to Psychonauts, where last time we got our basic braining badge. That means that the whole of camp is open to us. Eventually we need to make our way to Sasha 9's secret underground lab beneath the GPC, but until then, let's see what else is happening around camp.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, right? And then I'm gonna start to count to 100, okay? And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus. We've all got it.
I got it. You start counting, and then I go hide in that bush.
Great. 1.
Milka, you're a genius.
Come on, Dogan.
Hold on. This reminds me of a story. It's about counting. Hello? Man, you guys are good.
Hey, Vernon, what's up?
I'm hunting the most dangerous prey of all. Man. Oof. Raz, I'm sorry, but that's not how you play this game.
Everybody seems to have ditched him. We'll find the rest of them all around camp.
Okay, call me crazy, but I have just got to sell more Psychors today. So yes, these prices are real. Here at the camp store, Psychors are just that cheap today.
And I don't see anybody in any of the cabins, so we'll probably just find everybody everywhere. Meanwhile, the janitor will no longer be standing in our way because we have our basic braining badge. So let's go check out some other places around camp. And there are a bunch of them, so this is going to be a long video.
No passing. But I need to get to Sasha 9's secret lab. Maybe you should have thought of that before. I did think of that before. That's why I'm here now.
Exactly. Now you gotta pay the toll.
1 arrowhead.
Pay up.
I found this thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb, right?
The camp's built on an Indian burial ground and... Oh my gosh! Indians buried their dead here? Ew! I hope not. No, stupid. They buried their arrowheads here.
They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas once in a while.
Just like Coach Oleander.
So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them right out.
Like truffles.
Anyway, let me have one of yours.
Whoa there, you. Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list. Report back to me when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get!
And here's a list of 16 things we can find around camp. We get 4 ranks if we get 8 of them, and then another 4 for completing the list. What they actually are doesn't really matter all that much.
So where do I... Hey, where'd he go? How does that old guy get around so fast?
All questions that will be answered eventually. For now, we're in a new area, so there are new Psy cards to collect, and new people to meet, although we've already talked to Mikhail before. Let's see if he's got anything new to say.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
Yeah, if I hadn't talked to him in the kids' cabins area, then he would have given us the whole story about looking for a giant hairless bear here. As it is, I'm still collecting my 50 arrowheads for something I'll need to buy later. And there are a couple of kids sitting around, but there's stuff up high that I want to collect along the way. We will get back and talk to everybody, I promise. These two seem to be having fun.
Hey, it's the king of the obstacle course!
Hey, Raz! You're awesome! You must be a Psychonaut by now!
Yeah, or even a double Psychonaut!
Oh no, not yet. But soon. Wow, those two are so nice.
Yeah, I don't really know what their deal is. Let's see if we can find out.
Hey, what are you guys doing up here?
Writing cheers!
Oh yeah! Writing cheers! Wanna hear one?
Okay.
Ready? Okay! When I grow up,
Hey, what you gonna be?
I'm gonna be the best, just like my main homie,
And when you say homie, whose horn might you be tootin'?
the mind-reading psycho thriller.
Oh, you must mean Rasputin.
Yeah! Woo! Go Raz! Woohoo!
How about another cheer?
Okay, you start, Clem.
You know Raz is the coolest.
The master psychic duelist.
Bad guys try to snuff him.
So he beats him like a puffin.
Yeah! Raz! Woo!
Oh, God. That's so bad. I'm sorry. Puffin? What was I thinking?
Hey, Crystal, it's okay.
No, I'm so stupid. So stupid.
I think that's all the cheers for now, okay, Raz?
Yeah, hey, sorry. I don't think I want any more cheers.
I'm really not sure whether to feel guilty or not. But feeling guilty is just kind of a natural state for me.
Forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
A very valuable full rank up on the roof, and plenty of cards sitting around, although one of them is hidden here under the double roof. They hide these cards in all kinds of places. And I think I just heard one of the mushroom enemies from Dark Souls dying in the background. So let's see what's going on inside the main lodge. There's a couple kids here, and there's the camp store over there.
Hey, where are you stopping? Oh,
And Milka seems to have disappeared, but maybe we can see what she's drawing here. It's a picture of Elton. And hearts around him. That's cute.
Sorry, my bad.
Not to worry, my bro. Let's just pick it up from the part where I do that thing.
Hey, you guys are good.
Thanks, man. Hey, do you have a lighter? 'Cause if you lit it and held it up right now, that would be rad.
And completely insensitive to me and my issues.
Oh, right. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the whole fire bad thing for a moment. Do over.
2, 3, 4.
Kind of like the Firestarter's drum set with Levitator's bumper stickers on it.
Hey, Phoebe, can I ask you a question?
What?
Have you ever had a weird nightmare about a bathtub?
Is this a joke setup?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Good, because if you tell one more drummer joke, I'll plant this stick in your eye.
Yeah, baby! Ask not for who the cowbell rocks.
The cowbell rocks for thee.
Pretty sure Raz has a different idle animation if he's standing here listening to the band.
Wait. Oh, wait. Stop.
Oh man, is it me? Am I off again?
No. Foot cramp. Ow. Hold on. Okay, let's go.
The incidental dialogue isn't all relevant, but it goes on for a long time.
Solo! Woo! You heard the man. You know what?
You hated that part?
It's like you're reading my mind. Hey, you're not, are you? You're not supposed to.
Relax. There's nothing in there I don't already know.
Alright, that's about enough of that. I think we'll still be able to hear them, though.
Whoa, that was good.
It's like we're the best band ever.
I think it's actually quite likely. I feel bad for other bands.
Yeah, this is the TV room. We can come in here and watch TV. But there are only 3 channels, and they're all 2-frame loops, pretty much.
Hey, how can you tell there's a drummer at the door?
I don't know. How?
The knocking speeds up.
Oh, shut up. I did that on purpose. It's a jazz thing. Duh.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'll leave them to their practice and see what's at the store.
Excuse me.
I told you them burgers ain't ready.
No you didn't.
The coals ain't hot. They're not gonna be done for a while. Maybe a week.
A week?
They're back-ordered. I'm the only one back here. These things take time.
I don't even want a hamburger.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? So, what do you want? Oh, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up. They're happy to be rid of the webs, and you can turn them in for Psy cards.
Unfortunately, it's incredibly expensive, and we have to be ranked 20 in order to buy it. We'll be back for that.
Now with that, you can change the color of some of your Psy powers, like your levitation ball and what have you and what not. Well, kind of a vanity thing. You know, in my day, Psy powers were all gray, and we thought that was grand. We were happy just to have Psy powers. But you know kids these days. Now here's something every young Psy cadet needs.
But he doesn't tell you what it does, so when you hit the info button, it just brings up the description of it. It pulls in stuff from a distance. It's really good.
Now that dowsing rod will help you find arrowheads that are buried deep. That's where all the really valuable ones are, you know. Find 3 or 4 deep deposits, and that baby pays for itself. It costs you money because it makes you money.
That's what I'm going for, but I need 2 more ranks and 50 arrowheads to buy it. We'll be back soon.
Now, you take that Psy core there, put it together with 9 Psy cards, and you'll have yourself a brand new Psy challenge marker, which is worth a whole rank, you know. Dream Fluffs. Delicious, nutritious, and cheap. Each one is packed with concentrated mental health. You shouldn't go anywhere without a pocket full of those.
That's it for now.
All right, go get more airheads and come on back. Support your local merchants.
Hey, where's my hamburger?
I told you.
Just kidding. I just want to buy stuff.
Don't push me, Sonny. I can reach you with this spatula.
I was actually hoping he'd say something different if I talked to him from behind the counter.
Come on back. Ow! I will take out your intestines, fry them into hash browns, and sew them back into your body before you ever get the chance to try that again.
Alright, we're done with him for now.
Yow!
I can hit Milka, but she's pretending not to be there, so...
Why, I oughta...
Simmer down there, Phoebe. You promised Mia you wouldn't burn any more kids.
Okay.
Well, no particularly interesting reaction from Quentin. Let's go outside and talk to the kids that I missed earlier.
What you doing there?
We're making friendship bracelets. You know, for our friends.
Hey, is that my name on that one?
Not unless your name is Frankie or Kitty.
Oh, I guess I saw an R and an A.
What's your name again, kid? Spaz?
My name's Raz.
Well, Spaz, why don't you go bother someone else?
Can I ask you guys a question?
No.
Where'd you get your clothes? Because my sister, she's kind of fat and she has so much trouble finding good stuff.
What?
I said, do you know where Sasha's secret lab is?
Why don't you go talk to someone who likes you and leave us alone?
Where'd you get your clothes?
What?
Ha!
Oh yeah, there's one thing. I keep forgetting to ask people about Sasha's button. That's how I usually ask people where the GPC is.
Hey, look, I got a button. Can I join your little craft club?
Hey, look! I got an ugly face. Can I join your ugly club?
Frankie, let me handle the insults, okay?
Hey, Lily, do you know where Sasha 9's secret lab is?
Secret? It's printed on your map. Duh.
Oh, I knew that.
I was just curious if you knew where Sasha Nine's lab was. Because I do.
Uh-huh. Look at those two. Who'd even want a stupid friendship bracelet?
I don't know. I wouldn't mind one.
Yeah? Well, that's stupid.
Want to measure my wrist? Just in case.
No.
Want to measure my wrist? Want to measure my wrist?
I'm trying to skip the conversation.
If you were going to make a friendship bracelet, you could maybe use this button here.
Why? So you could unbutton it and take it off when you got tired of being friends with me?
Who said you were making it for me?
You know, if you were going to shut up, you could use that button on your lip. How about that?
Jeez.
No.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of backstory to Lily that we just don't know.
Hey, I got this button from Sasha 9 and I have to give it back. Do you know where his secret lab is?
Do not know. Why not ask Foxy girlfriend over there?
Again with the girlfriend thing. Listen.
Hey, just kidding. Mikhail know a woman good for only one thing. Wrestling. Unless have skinny arms, like your girlfriend. Then, out of luck.
Well, we did get one important clue, and really teaching us how to use the map is the most important thing of all. Should go and ask Clem and Crystal about the button too. But on the way there, I want to stop in this little alcove and pick up the gold doubloon. It's our first scavenger hunt item. They're just kind of hidden in out-of-the-way places, and like I said, what they are isn't nearly as significant as the fact that you find random objects lying around and get rank ups for them.
Hey, I'll bet you can't write a cheer about this red button.
Wanna bet?
You're on!
Red button is the best.
It fastens up my vest!
If it breaks like the rest,
The boys will see my chest!
yeah! Woo! Go Raz! Woohoo!
Well, that at least seemed to cheer them up for a bit. But there was another tightrope coming off this roof that I really want to check out. And it leads to one additional psi card. Yay! But there's a whole network of platforms out in the trees over there that I definitely want to get to. So let's see if I can reach it from here. That's not the right slope. But there's a lot of stuff on the ground, so I'll head back there later on. Oh, the bulletin board. This is fun. There's a lot of neat stuff here.
Goodbye, cool camp. I'm tired of being picked on by Bobby and all the mean kids at camp. If I just had one friend here who was nice, then I would stay. But you're all mean and no one stands up for me, so I'm going home. I'll be in the parking lot waiting for my dad, so if you want to pick on me one last time, you'd better hurry. Maloof. Just an update for everyone. Nils and I are still broken up, and no matter how much he begs, I am not taking him back. Also, you should know that my new boyfriend doesn't like being called JT anymore. His real name is James. Sincerely, Elka. If anyone talks to the squirrels, they shouldn't listen because the squirrels are a bunch of stupid liars. Dogan. Great deals in the main lodge store. Drop by for great prices on Dream Fluffs, Psycores, and more, all available for just a few pieces of Titanium. Band practice today, in the main lodge. The Levitators will be jamming this afternoon. Please come by if you'd like to try out for the band. Warning, if I find out who's been biting holes in the bottom of these canoes, someone is going to get paddled. Admiral Cruller. Update, the Levitators have broken up. However, there will be a practice session of the fire starters today in the main lodge. We are looking for someone who can play rock flute. Come on by and try out. Lily, if you're looking for me, I'll be down by the lake today. The fish seem a little upset, and I'm going to see what's wrong. But don't worry, I'll still do your homework for tomorrow, if you want. Elton Fur.
Security cameras have been installed, and the next kid who jumps on my car is going to be very, very sorry. Coach Oleander. Hey, Clem and I just wanted to say that everyone did great in basic braining today. Give yourselves a hand. Woo. Love, Crystal. Man, she dotted every I with a puffy heart. And I just wanted to say ditto to that. Double ditto, in fact. Your friend, Clem. And I just wanted to point out, in case you didn't know, that Crystal's last name was Snagrash. Crystal Flowers Snagrash. No joke. Bobby Z. Vernon. Frankie totally has a crush on you. She is warm for your form. Signed, Anonymous. Warning. The abandoned mental institution across the lake is not Psychonauts' property, and not safe for children. Canoe access has been blocked off, but please, for your own safety, children, do not try to find another route. Love, Mia. Hey, if anyone sees Frankie, could you please tell her I'll be waiting for her by Makeout Cave, Vernon. Greetings, pan-galactic travelers. I am currently developing a new vehicle for intergalactic travel. Flight tests are being performed at a remote location in the woods. Hope to soon be visiting you in person. Thanks for the messages, Chloe. Goodbye, cruel camp. I'm tired of...
Alright, looks like we've reached the end of them for now, but there'll be more messages there later. And kinda thought I'd be close enough to grab that, but it looks like I gotta stand on top of the log. I think this Jeep is the coach's. And we have to stand on it to get to that Psy card. There are more of them around. Maybe this is the coach's car. It's got an alarm on it. Really want that card on top of the basketball hoop. I think you can jump to it from this rock, but I tried a bunch of times and wasn't successful. You don't want to see that. There's the main entrance. And this log in the middle has some interesting history on it.
Man, this thing was old when they chopped it down. Let's see. 500 years ago, enormous Psytanium-bearing meteorite strikes the Earth, leaving a giant crater. 200 years ago, native inhabitants begin making arrowheads out of the Psytanium, which they call by the name Whispering Rock. This is a rough English translation. 100 years ago, prospectors and settlers take over the area, naming their boomtown Shaky Claim. 99 years ago, first case of paranormal hysteria diagnosed in Shaky Claim. 75 years ago, Houston Thorny builds his Home for the Demented to deal with the insanity epidemic. 60 years ago, more residents in asylum than in the town. Houston Thorny commits suicide by leaping from tower. 55 years ago, asylum closes. Last Valley residents paid to leave by the federal government, who fled the crater to prevent further habitation. Lake Oblongata is created. 5 years ago, Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp founded to nurture and train future Psychonauts. Last summer, I got to first base with Elka Doom, signed Nils Lutefisk. Man, this thing was old when they chopped it down. Let's see.
So a lot of interesting backstory that sets up the world of the game. Not much of it is really relevant, but if you don't poke around enough, then there's a lot of detail that you miss. Like Psy cards in the toilet. There's something in pretty much every toilet, although I think I've found the only 2 in the game. I'm pretty sure that if I climb up these rocks over here, somewhere I'll be able to get up into those platforms in the trees. There's a lot of stuff in the game that you can do much earlier than I think most people expect. Usually if I'm playing through the game, I try to get to rank 30 at around this time, but right now I'm just shooting for 20 so I can get that cobweb duster. Now, where is the approach that I'm looking for? I think this might be it, actually. There's a slope on this rock that looks just gentle enough to walk up. And from here I can jump over to that platform. And that's about where I wanted to go. There's a card floating over there, and one right here that I'm going to grab while I'm at it. A lot of this stuff seems to be abusing the geometry in the game, but I'm pretty sure most, if not all of it, was intended. And yeah, of course I would miss that jump. I haven't played this game in a long time, but trapezes are never friendly, even if you've practiced a whole lot. Fortunately, it doesn't take too long to get back up. And even if you miss a jump or two here or there, you can get back to where you wanted to be. And it's not only a Psy card, but our second scavenger hunt item. And yet another tightrope leading to yet another Psy card. I admit I'm kind of front-loading a lot of the item collection in the game here, which you wouldn't do if you were playing through it normally. But I think it's a great opportunity to get to know the layout of the camp, learn our way around a bit, make sure that we understand where things are in relation to each other, and where things are going to be when we have to go to specific places later. You might recognize this area. This is where the opening of the game takes place. That little stage there where the coach was speaking, the logs where the kids were sitting. And I never noticed before, but these torches have portraits on them. I can't actually interact with them, but if I go into first-person view, I can get a better view of the actual pictures. Bob Zanato, I think, is Lily's father, and I'm pretty sure one of the kids at camp has the last name Boole as well, but I can't think of who. There's Cassiopeia, Helmut Fullbear, I think. It's kind of a familiar-looking portrait, but the name has been broken off this one. And finally the last two, Otto Mentalis and Lucretia Mux, it looks like. No idea who those people are, if they're even supposed to be anybody important to the game, but I've been watching some of the recent videos that Tim Schafer made of playing some of his earlier games. He hasn't gotten to Psychonauts yet if he ever plans to, but he talks about a lot of the background detail in these games, and you can really see it.
Geodesic psycho-isolation chamber this way. Stay out.
That is, of course, where we're heading ultimately. But when you get off the beaten path and explore in the background for a while, you can find a lot of neat stuff. Like more Psy cards. And psychically powerful bears. And if Mikhail really wants to wrestle bears, then here's one to start with. Normally you don't want to mess with them, but I got lucky there. And as you can see, there are mental health power-ups even in the real world, which is kind of weird. It always seemed more like they were dream fragments or something. But then again, there are a lot of trappings of the mental world here in the real world, like the fact that you even have a lives counter. And I can't do anything with the beehive just yet. We'll be able to do something with that later. Yet more details you're supposed to pay attention to, but not really worry about yet.
An eager one. Eager to learn, I wonder, or just eager to play?
Sir, I am here to learn, sir.
You're here to train hard?
Yes, sir.
Develop a skill?
Yes, sir.
To become part of a noble team?
Yes.
Yes, to become...
Yes.
a janitor.
No. What? I'm here to be a psychonaut.
The brainy jub-jub goes on upstairs. Down here it's pushing brooms, not bending spoons.
Hey, Mr. Cruller, do you know where Sasha Nine's lab is?
What? Huh? Secret underground lab? I don't have a secret underground lab. That's hobgobberish. Now beat it. Get! Now stop staring at my mops.
So, you don't know where Sasha's lab is?
I told you I ain't got no secret lab. Oh, that German fella. Oh, he's dug in under the GPC over there.
Where did you...
Under the GPC. Maybe it's your ears I should be mopping.
This mean anything to you?
Ah, yes.
So...
So red buttons on your underwear.
What does that mean? How will that help me find Sasha's lab?
How the heck do I know? Just one of those things us old people like to say.
We're not going to get anything interesting out of Janitor Cruller for now. And we got a psi card on a tightrope up there if I can figure out how to get to it. The entire reception area, as far as I can tell, is completely optional in the game. You never really need to come here to accomplish anything, but it's a huge area with a lot of collectibles in it. And somehow there's an arrowhead buried in the wooden planks. I don't know how the Indians presumably buried something in wood, or whether the wooden planks were even there when they were burying the arrowheads. But there you go. I mean, there are arrowheads buried in rocks and tree branches and all kinds of weird places. I just try not to think about it. And up here in the branches of this tree, I never knew you could interact with the lizards. But up here in the branches of the tree, there are a couple of psi cards, and there's a scavenger hunt item somewhere up there. I think it's possible to get up, but once again, my abuse of the geometry doesn't quite work out here. I think you should be able to jump over there from one of these rocks, if you can get a good view, and if you don't fall off like a moron. But getting back up there is pretty easy. And it'll take one more try. The jump just doesn't seem to go far enough. Alright, let's move on. Look for some other features around camp. Lots of psi cards up on ledges and rocks up there. And suddenly we can hear a waterfall. I want to get that card over there, of course. Since it takes 9 cards for a full rank, and I've got to get 20 of them before a certain point coming up soon, I need all the cards I can get. Over at this side of the reception area, there's a kind of spiral rock formation. Don't really know what the deal with that is, but it's interesting. And nearby there's a pond with a whole bunch of wooden poles sticking out of it. And there's a nest at the top of one of the poles with a golden egg in it that I need for the scavenger hunt. It's possible to get it at this point in the game, but very, very difficult and requires a whole lot of patience. I don't think you can do it by standing on these logs. There are a couple of shorter poles sticking up here that you might be able to jump across the tops of. So I might as well give it a try. Naturally, this isn't the way I normally go about getting the egg. So, if it's possible, I don't know about it. And there's really one more major point of interest in this part of the camp.
Warning. Geodesic psycho-isolation chamber this way. Stay out.
There are some rock formations up there that I can get to, but I can't get to them from down here. You might have noticed this mine entrance in the background. There's some good and important stuff through here, but you gotta get past a bear. Which is tricky. You really, really don't want to mess with the bears. And then you can ride on these rails, but I want to get off the rails, and it's very, very difficult to do that once you've started sliding. I can't even jump to the other one successfully, and then I can't jump back. So alright, there's a card up there that's easy enough to get. I missed it. Just have to go through the mine again to get at it. No big deal. Except that now the bear is a lot further up the tunnel, and it's going to be a lot harder to sneak past it. And I don't particularly want to die at the moment, so I'll just forget about it. I'll come back later if I really, really need that one card. And I guess the other card, and that's also another way to get to the golden egg. Can't get up there from here as far as I can tell. Try the various slopes around the area. See if there's an ascent that I can actually stand on without sliding. But this part of the hill's too steep. And if I go any further, then I'm all the way back at the entrance to the area. That's the place where I first came in, and you can't go any farther from that. Is there any place I can jump to from this platform? I don't think so, but the arrowhead has already managed to respawn. You can see there's another card up there. That one's tricky to get to, because like I said, you gotta make it to the exit of the mine and then jump up without touching the grind rails. Which is gonna be a pain. So, it's time to move on. One more thing over here I want to check out. Ah, there we go. I always forget about this little area hidden back here. Get another scavenger hunt item, and it looks like a tree that's grown around a car. I couldn't tell you what the story is of that. Even knowing most of the details of this game pretty much inside and out, there's still a lot of stuff that I just don't know, and whether I haven't found the details that talk about it, or they're just not actually explained in the game. No idea. But there's the real prize up there. If you make it all the way to the end of the mine, ride the grind rails, and successfully jump across, you can get to it. I'm going to try to do it without all that fuss. And yeah, missed the jump, but there's a shallow hill right over here I can just run up. And try to make it all the way over to that mine entrance. This I'm not sure whether you're supposed to be able to do, but again, I think most of the geometry abuse that I take advantage of in this game is intended. That's a card that you gotta ride the grind rails and jump to. Not gonna worry about it just yet. There are plenty more cards and plenty more parts of the camp to explore. But we've checked out a couple. We saw the main campgrounds, the lodge, reception area, and the GPC is right over here on the far side of a gap that's apparently too narrow to squeeze through, so I gotta go all the way around the mountain. And next time we'll be going to the wilderness where the GPC is located. See you then.